with a new vlog. It's been a while since I have uploaded a vlog. I tried in December, I did try, and I think towards the end of November, I did try to vlog, but it just never, like I would start a vlog and then a day later I'd be like too busy or I got sick, so it just didn't end up. I kept like starting and then just not following through with the vlog. So, and I don't know, I've been feeling I feel like I've been feeling very unmotivated. This is the first New Year where I was like, you know what, like this isn't even, like this New Year is so made up. Like it doesn't line up with the seasons. It doesn't line up with our like natural energy. Like the real New Year should be in the springtime. Like, and like astrologically speaking, it should be when Aries season starts. You know what I mean? Like having it be January 1st is just weird. It's middle of winter. Why is that happening? So I've been trying to remind myself that I shouldn't feel bad if I don't feel like super motivated to, you know, I didn't make any New Year's resolutions. I'm not trying to start any New Year's challenge or anything like that just because it doesn't make sense to right now. In my personal opinion, that's not where my energy is. So I'm trying to remind myself of that. But I did feel like I wanted to get back into vlogging. So I'm at my parents' house. If you couldn't tell, if this was like not looking super familiar, I'm at my parents' house. They're not here. They're actually down for a few days on the Oregon coast. And my brother is at work and I'm here with my dog. She's on the couch like usual. There she is. She's always in the background on the couch. So we're just chilling over here today because I think I've talked about this in a couple of my recent videos, but my neighbors just moved in, I think. Sometimes I feel like they're not actually moved in because I feel like they're not there like overnight. So I don't know if they're fully moved in or not, but they're still doing a lot of work on their unit and it's loud and there's been so many other things going on in the neighborhood. Like another person is getting work done on their apartment, just on their condo, like so much construction type things going on. And I don't like being over there that much these days. So I decided, even though my parents are not here, I'm just gonna come over and chill. My parents didn't really do Christmas lights, but we put some Christmas lights up in the windows. So I put those on and I'm just kind of sitting here. And so I don't have much going on today. I'm just gonna be having kind of a chill day. It is already almost noon. Oh, you cannot, wow, you can't see that at all. Can you? No. That background, I can see it fine in person, but that background is making it so you cannot see the time. Maybe I should, no, it's like fine and like I can totally read it in person. I was just thinking maybe I should find a different one. My only real goal today is I want to make some progress on one of my whips, and I only have 2 active whips right now. Everything else that I have that's a whip is like one that I've put to the side for a bit and haven't, like I don't consider it an active one because I haven't worked on it in a really long time. So I'll go ahead and share what we have today. And if you're new here and you don't recognize this, I am wearing my Never sweater and it's the coziest thing ever. And yeah, I'm just loving it. So first off, I will show you my current pair of socks. So I asked in my last podcast episode if I should do, I had 2 Sorella, like Taylor Swift eras sock sets. I think I actually have 3 total, but I had 2 that I was choosing between to do my next socks with. And I was asking the podcast viewers, which one I should do. Someone did respond after I had already cast on something else. So I have the sock sets here because I was originally going to wind them up here because my Swift is here in my parents' house. So I've had these in my little sock project bag for a while so that I could do that. For Christmas, I actually got this sock yarn. I can't remember the exact name. It's like the Wacky Sacky. Did I leave it in here? It is the Wisdom Yarns Wacky Sacky, I think. And this is in the color Wildwoods, 407 Wildwoods. So I got it for Christmas for my parents, and since it didn't, like, I needed something on Christmas Day because I was down to one active whip that I'll show you in a minute, but it's not one that I can really work on super easily while there's like people around. Like, I was finding I was making some mistakes, so I was like, okay, I need to stop working on this and get something else because I'm like messing up on it so much. On Christmas Day, I was like, okay, I need a simple project, and I hadn't really planned ahead. I didn't have anything, I didn't have the sock yarn wound up. I didn't know which one I was gonna do yet. And so I also didn't want to be, my Swift can kind of make like a squeaky noise, and I didn't really want to be doing that while everyone was like here for Christmas, like my family, and they're, chatting and watching, they're watching a TV show and stuff. So like I didn't want to be loud and be doing that. And then anyways, I was like, well, this doesn't need to be wound, so I'm just gonna cast on some socks. So this is the next pair of socks I'm doing. But one of you in my last podcast did comment and said that I should do the 1989. Sorry, I heard a noise. This house often makes weird noises, and then I think I'm like, oh my god, am I not home alone? I'm gonna be doing the 1989 sock set after I finish this. Then we'll do this one because one of you did comment that I should do this one. I'm back. Sorry, I just had to delete some footage off of that. This is really hard to show you guys right now because A, it's bunched up on a fairly small cord, and that's also why, because one of my needles is like stabbing through it. But this is the Freya sweater, and this is the collar, as you might be able to tell. And it's just got this gorgeous cable design. It's kind of like a chain. I don't know if there's a proper name for it. So I am doing the increases for it. Like, I finished the collar and now I'm doing like the increases. There's the zipper facing. That's also kind of making it hard to like show. But I'd like to, I don't know if this is crazy, but I kind of want to finish the increases today. At least get close to it. I've been going so slowly with this test knit. This is a test knit, by the way, by Johanna of Yarn Me Up on Instagram. I will leave her Instagram link down below. She has a lot of really beautiful patterns. Don't know why I was having trouble saying that word. There's one in particular I'm thinking of that I would really love to make at some point, because I kept seeing a bunch of people I follow on Instagram like test knitting it a while back, and I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Anyways, I feel like I'm learning so much from this pattern, and I feel like I'm just going so slowly with it because it's a cable, and I was getting a little slowed down because I was trying to use these DPNs as my cable needles, and they're too long, honestly. I have like this style of cable needle, but I don't really like these. And I only had one set of those, and I need two of the same size. So that's why I was using DPN, so I didn't have to buy anything. But then these are just too long, and they were like stabbing the fabric and like getting caught in things, and I was nervous I was gonna like pull, snag like stitches and stuff. So I was having to be really, really careful with these. Overall, I just wasn't enjoying using them that much. I did my swatch with it and it was fine, but working on a larger piece, there's just so much more for the ends to get caught on. So I wasn't enjoying that. So I did purchase 2 sets of these cable needles because I like the straight ones better. Let me go ahead and open these. Probably use the red one because those look about a similar size maybe. I'm hoping that these work better for me, and yeah, I'm just tossing them into my into my notions pouch. So yeah, anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna throw on some knitting podcasts. I know there's a ton of people who just uploaded their what I knit in 2023, which I also did a video like that if you missed it. It was just so much fun to like recap everything. So I'm excited to go and watch everyone else's and just add a bunch of stuff to my queue. Hello, just coming in with a quick update. The battery is probably gonna die really quick, but it is 8:30. Just wanted to show you where I've gotten to so far. So again, it's still a little hard to see because it's bunched on this cable, but you might be able to tell I am working my way down this zipper facing. You're picking up stitches along the zipper facing, and oh, the battery is gonna die. So that's how far I got. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I think I'm going to switch and work on a swatch while I read for the rest of the evening. Okay, I'll check with you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. It is Thursday, January 4th. What time is it? It's 12:12. So last night I was trying to update you guys and my battery died. So we're gonna try again this morning. I said that I was going to read. Sorry, there's some sawing going on. You can hear that. So sorry. It's funny because I came over here because it's normally quieter than in my house, and then that's going on. So I said yesterday I was going to do a swatch for the Uptown tea. Yes. I started it, but I did not get very far. The book that I wanted to read is a physical copy. I got it from the no, it's not. It's one that I own. I did not get it from the library. I got the next two in the series from the library, physical copies of them. And so trying to read a physical copy in knit, I have not tried that yet. I just don't see how it will work because I don't have anything to keep the book, especially when you first start it. Like, especially when you first start a hardback, they don't always like lay open, you know what I mean? Unless it's like on a surface, but I'm not gonna read like with the book flat on a surface. It needs to be propped up. Do you know what I mean? So with a Kindle, I have this way, super easy way to just prop up my Kindle and then I can see it and read while knitting, but the physical books, it's not something I feel like I can do. So I did not get very far on this. I did not work on it last night. I actually started this when I just needed a break from the cabling yesterday, and yeah, so I didn't do that, but I did get a new book started. I read 2 chapters and then I went to sleep a little early, but I wanted to show you this more in depth. So I don't have any more progress I did not get very much more progress than what I showed you yesterday, but I just wanted to explain. So I had an idea to go and put like stitch markers on the cables because there's like 2 different cables that you're doing to offset. Like they're the same cable, but they're offset. So like there's 2 in the repeat that you're doing, the pattern repeat, there's 2 different rows that you do the cabling on, but only for some of them. And then the next time you come to a cable, it's for the other cable. So in the pattern, I don't really know how to describe it, but the cable chart has like these borders around it. For like the blue one is like the first cable and then the orange one is the second cable. And so I matched those up with my little light bulb stitch markers because I was, you know, always having to check where I was to know which cable I was working on. And that was getting a little annoying. So, and I was like second guessing myself. So I was like, oh, I should really do that. But then I kept putting it off. And then I was checking we have a Slack for this test knit, and someone had posted a picture of their progress and had said that they were doing the same thing with the stitch markers, and I was like, ooh, okay, this is the sign, like I really need to do that as well. It's not overly complicated, it's just that there's just so many, you know what I mean? So if you can see, like we've got a lot of different cables and you're just adding to them as you do the increases. So there's more and more as you continue on. So I'm really hoping to, I don't know, I want to finish the increases. I want to see if maybe I can maybe split for sleeves. I saw a picture of someone who had split for sleeves already and it looked so amazing. And I'm like, can I get there soon? I just want to like, I want to at least join in the round today, because I just think once I join in the round, it's just going to be so much more simple, like trying to remember what you're doing when you're on a wrong side versus the right side. It just makes this something that is like, you just have to pay so much attention to it, which is fine. I love a knit like that. But I also feel like I'm in the mood for something that I can just work on without worrying about it. And so once I get into the round, I think that this will start to be a project that it's a little bit more, because I already know the cable repeat pretty much. Like I still have to look at the chart, but it's been getting easier and easier. So I think that's my goal today, is to join in the round. I'm always making goals that are a little too ambitious for what I can actually do, but I'm hoping I can join in the round today. And I'm still in my first ball of yarn, so I'm hoping to finish this ball of yarn today as well. Anyways, I've got my coffee. I ate breakfast kind of late. It was more like a brunch, but I'm nourished, caffeinated, ready to put on some knitting videos. I don't know who I'm gonna watch today. I need to just see what who has uploaded or which videos I have missed recently. But yeah, so let's go do that. Let's watch knitting videos and knit. Well, you're already watching a knitting video, but let's go do some knitting. Hello everyone! So it is Saturday, it's the 6th. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. And I don't remember when I last updated you. I think I did a non-verbal update because I tried to put in a lifeline after the fact, rip back, and then, you know, fix my mistake. However, as you might be able to tell, so I did do that. I did frog back. I tried to pick up my stitches. I didn't put the lifeline in correctly, so I kind of had to give up on that and just try to rip back and then pick up my stitches. And then I had issues doing that, so that I ripped back again, like even more, to try to pick them up again, this time using like a tapestry needle and some that's not what scrap yarn. But then that also didn't work. I had dropped some stitches. I couldn't quite see like how I was supposed to pick them up, and then I just didn't do a good job picking up the stitches. And this yarn is very fluffy, so it's kind of hard to see your stitches fully. And I just couldn't tell what was going on with some of the stitches. Like I think I had dropped stitches, and then I I couldn't really figure out like completely which row I was on at that point. I literally just started talking to the camera again. I was not recording. Anyway, sorry, I had to go. I heard people talking and it was like right outside, and then I was like trying to figure out, because there's a lady in my neighborhood that has this really annoying dog and I could hear the dog, so I knew it was her, and I was just trying to listen in on the conversation because I was like, what are they talking about? I'm nosy. Something to do with parking spots, but I heard like half the conversations, but they were talking right outside my door, so right outside my window. Anyways, long story short with this, I ended up fully ripping it out. In fact, I'm actually using a different skein of yarn. I couldn't fully rip this back for some reason. I'm not really sure. It's kind of all stuck here. I don't know. I figure I will use that skein later on in the project. But yeah, I did start over, which was a pain, but also I'm kind of glad that I did, because when I was first knitting this up, I was a little confused. I couldn't quite visualize properly how everything was going to work out. And then when I got as far as I had been, I started to like, I understood it at that point. So now I feel like I'm going back and like redoing it. I like know I can picture how it's working out better, so I just feel like I'm doing a better job. So with that being said, I would love to get the rest of the collar done tonight. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm just gonna throw on some Grey's Anatomy and I'm just gonna knit for a few hours and see how far I get, because I wanna get back to where I was before, but I think that's gonna take me another couple of days, and then I will be able to join in the round and things will pick up and go a lot faster. This construction though is just so cool. Like, it's just kind of mind-blowing, like how it works. So if you're like sorry, my ribbon was looking a little weird for a second there and I was like, what did I do? But no, it's normal. But if you're looking for like a really engaging, unique construction, I think you're gonna really enjoy this pattern when it comes out. So I'm going to, I'm gonna go knit and work on this, and hopefully I'd really like to get to where I have picked up these stitches and like folded the neckline and everything, so because then I'll be close-ish to where I was before. So I'll have a few repeats, I think, of the cable pattern to do before I'm at that point, so it might be a while, but in any case, I will update you guys soon. I am really tired though today. Like, I don't think I really vlogged yesterday after I ripped back, because I was kind of upset that I had to rip back. It is Saturday. It's the 13th and it is about 2:30. I keep looking in the viewfinder because my hair has just grown out so much that I'm like, like I either need to go get my roots fixed or abandon the blonde a little bit or figure out some other solution, because I just currently feel like I shouldn't spend the money to be blonde right now. I just don't know that I want to spend the money on it right now, and it can be very expensive. That is a topic for another time. So I'm at my parents' house and no one's home right now, so I figured now would be a good time to update. My dog is here with me, of course. She's always here with me, my little couch potato. Oh, I think I just woke her up. So it's been a while since I have updated the vlog for a few reasons. I've just been busy, but also have a family member who's in the hospital currently, so that's been taking up just a lot of time, brain space, energy, all of that, you know, and I just haven't been in the mood to vlog today. Just feeling like trying to take my mind off things a little bit as much as possible. So when my parents get back, I might go, I don't know when they're coming back, but I might leave my dog here, go back home, do a little bit of cleaning and organizing and decluttering. I'm still on a decluttering spree, just to kind of not be sitting and thinking, you know? I want to like be active and productive. But I realized that I have not updated you guys, and I have not updated this vlog in a really long time. Like it feels like it has been days. And I'm currently doing, I probably shouldn't be doing this while trying to talk, but I am working on some short rows right now, and this is not a good idea. Yeah, I should put this down. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, so this looks like nothing. You know, sometimes you'll be working around and you'll just like look at it and you'll be like, wait, is it twisted? Like when there's so little. I'm pretty sure it's not twisted. This is the beginning of the Uptown Tea. The Uptown Tea by Tori Yu, I believe. Yes, by Tori Yu, aka, I think it's like Tori NYC something on Instagram, I'm not sure, but I am using Knit Picks. I think this is their Muse fingering in the colorway Poetic, because I have enough of this yarn to do this tee, I think. I went up 2 needle sizes to hit gauge. That always makes me a bit nervous for some reason, but I think we're okay. That is my newest cast on. I think my first cast on of 2024. And then I also needed to give you guys an update. So I've also been working on my, I've also been working on this guy, which is my Freya sweater. This is the test knit I'm doing for Johanna, aka Yarn Me Up on Instagram. I will have her Instagram linked down below. You want to make sure you're following her so you can see when this pattern is released. And do you guys see? I have a lifeline in there. Actually, I have 2. I probably don't need this one up here anymore, but I'm gonna leave it for a bit. But I have this scrap yarn from my Never sweater in there as a lifeline because I already had to completely frog this and start over. I talked to you guys about that already in this vlog, didn't I? It's been a while. So I have redone everything. I finally had the zipper facing part finished, as you can see. And then I don't want to give too much away about this pattern. So I don't want to talk about it too in depth, but like I joined in the round, but now I'm working flat again. You join in the round, but then you split. Like when you, yeah, never worked a construction like this before. I don't know if this is a common thing. It doesn't, I feel like it's not. So this pattern is just really, it's just making me feel like good at knitting. Does that make sense? Like when you're doing something that's more complicated and you're like figuring it out and you're like not, like, you know, when you're like, yes, I had to start over, but now that I've gotten this far, I'm like, oh, like I understand it now. Like I get it. Like I'm feeling like I'm really good at knitting. And this pattern is just, I don't know, I feel like I'm learning so much and it's so unique and I've just never done anything like it. So it's just really fun. And maybe it's, you know, maybe there are a lot of like, I don't know, maybe this is a more common construction and I'm just not personally familiar with it. But anyways, this is just a really unique pattern and a really unique way of doing things. And it's just, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to just kind of, because I'm like, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next. But anyways, I'm working the front panel right now. That's where I'm at with that. So I'm just going to keep putting in lifelines every so often as I go in case I mess up one of the cables and need to like rip it back or something like that. But I'm kind of hoping that because I'm using lifelines, that means I won't have to make use of them. You know what I mean? Like when you prepare for something to go wrong and that's you, like that's when it doesn't go wrong, but when you don't prepare for it, that's when it does. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that because I'm using the lifelines, I won't actually end up needing to have had them. I'm going to try to finish the short rows on this and maybe get a little bit more of it going. And just, I would love to get this project, I mean, we're nowhere close to this, but I would love to get this project to a place where I'm knitting in the round, just stockinette, like the sleeves are done and everything, just so I have my sock, but I'm just not, you know, I feel like that doesn't count. I want to have like a garment, like a stockinette garment that's just, you know, for like when I'm reading, or I want to film a knit and chat soon and I feel like I don't have anything I can knit on while chatting, so like I've been putting it off. Also because I've also just been busy and I've had a lot of things going on lately. That's also another reason why I haven't uploaded anything very recent. I mean, I did do all the things I made in 2023 video, but I still feel like that was a while ago at this point. So my plan today, I think I'm gonna mostly work on this and then I'll come back to this tomorrow. I am a little like nervous because this test knit, I mean, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have to push back the deadline because I know I'm not the only person who had to completely start over. So I know that there's a few of us that are taking quite a while, but so I'm pretty sure it's gonna get pushed back, like the deadline for it, but I don't wanna cut it close. So, but I do wanna get this started, like, well, I mean, it is started, but like I wanna get it going. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go knit now. It is, ooh, come on, right there. Oh, what? What just happened? My background just, Spotify was like taking over my, if I do that and then go back to the lock screen. There it is, okay. Like if Spotify's open, then, then you guys can see the time. It's Friday. Let's discuss, because earlier I showed you guys. So I messed up on the sleeve and I had to frog it. I was like, we're just starting over, because let me know if you can pick up stitches, like you personally are able to go and like pick up stitches when it's not stockinette. Because I can't, and I feel like I have not been able to find a tutorial that shows like how to pick up stitches when you want to rip back. I mean, like how to pick up stitches for when you want to rip back when it's not just stockinette. And I don't know if it's just like it can't be done really, or it can be done but you just have to be good at it. But that's the thing, I'm not good at it. And every time I have tried, it ends up just being a whole mess. So I just frogged it. I just frogged the whole thing because the lace goes up to almost the cast on. Like it starts really soon after the cast on. So I just needed to go back and redo it. And basically what happened was so like on one sleeve you do the lace pattern one way, and then on the other sleeve you do it a different way so that they match, so that they're like both going the same direction. Like when you're looking at like from the front, they're both going the same direction. On the one side, on the like, I can't remember if it was the left side or the right side, whatever, it doesn't matter. I forgot, like as I was doing that lace part, I, on a few rows, forgot which side I was on. So I did it the other way, and that made the lace kind of zigzag. I didn't think it was super noticeable, but it was noticeable enough. And I just kept picturing myself wearing it and being like sad about the fact that the lace pattern was messed up. So I was like, I have to redo it. But it was so frustrating because I was almost ready to split for sleeves. Like I think I was literally, done. Maybe, no, not completely done. I was so close to splitting for sleeves. I was enjoying the pattern, so I'll just enjoy it some more and get more, you know, just more experience. I don't want to be a perfectionist with my knitting, but I do want to, you know, the things that I can go back and fix, I want to go back and fix them. Anyways, if you can see, I have finished the front panel. So, oh my gosh, that looks so cool on camera. What? Anyways, this is the front panel and I am working on the back panel. And I just have to do the same thing. Same as this, but like here. And then I can work on the body for a bit and then switch to sleeves, I think. I'm loving it. It's so much fun. And I am almost ready to join a new ball of yarn. But yeah, I kind of want to end this video here. I started editing it today and realized that I started this vlog on January 3rd and it is now January 19th. So we should just call it quits on this vlog, get it uploaded, and start a new one. And just kind of, these are just sort of some thoughts that I've been having. I really am trying to get very serious about my writing. And I kind of want to start making writing content again. I don't know if that's interesting to people. I know that obviously not every knitter who watches my channel is going to care about my writing. They might not be avid readers. You might be a reader and a knitter, but just not care about the writing portion, and that is totally okay. But I was kind of thinking I would just kind of combine like knitting vlogs with also writing vlogs where I can kind of share a little bit about both, because that's just gonna kind of be my life for a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're up to. If you were knitting on something while watching this, let me know what you're knitting on. If you have any fun knitting plans, let me know, future plans. What is your 2024 knitting looking like as of right now, or in your head? Like what do you think you're going to be working on this year? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have lots of fun crafting, writing, reading, whatever it is that you do. And I will see you in my next podcast or my next vlog or my next knit and chat or whatever other video we come up with. Okay, bye.
All right, this is a song that I wrote about falling too fast, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answer.